of Tang. Stir, and instantly you have delicious Tang.
Or Quake.
Or Quisp. 2 new cereals from Quaker.
Do you know about the breakfast that made mornings unforgettable? Well, get ready to take a nostalgic trip through 20 famous breakfasts that define the past. While some loyal fans still remember these delights, they've mostly vanished from today's tables. But let's see how many you recall.
Nutritious breakfast in Tang. Tang has a fresh orange taste, a full day's supply of vitamin C in every glass.
Tang. It was first introduced in 1959 by General Foods. It gained immense popularity in the 1960s when NASA had used it on John Glenn's Mercury flight and subsequent space missions thereafter. This powdered orange drink was marketed as a convenient and nutritious beverage for children and families. Its bright and tangy flavor made it a breakfast staple in many households. Tang became synonymous with the space age and quickly became a cultural icon. Its popularity began to fade in the late 20th century as tastes shifted towards fresh and natural juices. Concerns over artificial ingredients and sugar content also contributed to its decline, and despite many attempts to revive the brand, Tang is no longer a common sight at the breakfast table. Our next item brought breakfast back to earth with a health boost. Can you guess what it is?
Carnation Instant Breakfast. You're gonna love it in an instant.
Carnation Instant Breakfast. It was introduced in the 1960s by the Carnation Company as a quick and nutritious breakfast solution. The powdered drink mix could be blended with milk to provide essential vitamins, minerals, and protein, making it a convenient option for busy mornings. It was marketed as a healthy alternative to traditional breakfasts, appealing to both adults and children. The ease of preparation and the promise of balanced nutrition made Carnation Instant Breakfast a popular choice in many households. As the market expanded with more breakfast options, Carnation Instant Breakfast faced stiff competition. Changes in consumer preferences toward whole and unprocessed foods also played a role in its decline, and despite its initial success, it gradually lost its place as a breakfast staple.
A good yarn, but Quake is better.
Oh! Quisp is back.
Quisp Cereal. This was launched in the mid-1960s by Quaker Oats, featuring a unique saucer-shaped cereal with a distinctive crunch and sugary flavor that quickly appealed to kids. The cereal was marketed with a quirky spaceman mascot named Quisp, who became a beloved character in advertising. Quisp's playful packaging and memorable commercials had helped it to stand out in the crowded cereal market, and for a time, it was a breakfast favorite, cherished for its taste and its fun branding. Despite its initial success, the cereal saw a decline in sales by the late 1970s. Competing cereals and changing consumer tastes led to its gradual disappearance from the store shelves. Quaker Oats eventually discontinued it, though it remains a nostalgic memory for many. Our next breakfast beverage promised to be a healthier soda alternative. Ready for Sunny Delight?
Sunny Delight, the good stuff kids go for.
Sunny Delight. Introduced in 1963, Sunny D, as it was known, quickly became popular due to its bright orange color and tangy sweet flavor. Marketed as a more healthy alternative to soda, it was often associated with fun and active lifestyles. Sunny Delight's commercials were memorable, featuring energetic children and catchy jingles, and the shelf-stable drink was a staple in many households, especially for children, and became a go-to beverage for breakfast and snacks. Sunny Delight's decline began in the early 2000s due to growing health concerns about its high sugar content and artificial ingredients, and as consumers became more health conscious, many had turned to natural juices and beverages, leading to a significant drop in Sunny Delight's popularity.
You don't say ham, you say spam. Spam is real spiced ham.
Fried Spam. This was introduced by Hormel in 1937 and became a household name, especially during and after the Second World War. Its long shelf life and versatility had made it a staple in many homes. Fried Spam was a popular breakfast option, often served with eggs and toast. The ease of preparation and its savory flavor made it a favorite for busy families. Spam's iconic status was further cemented by its use in military rations, along with its global reach, and it became a beloved food item for various cultures. Regardless of its early popularity, fried Spam's appeal declined as health-conscious consumers began to avoid processed meats. Concerns about its high sodium and fat content had led many to seek more fresh and less processed alternatives. As dietary preferences changed, Spam gradually lost its place on the breakfast table. Spam had brought savory delight, but our next item, mixed meat with potatoes, for a hearty start.
Broadcast corned beef hash, served with love, pride, and an occasional egg.
Corned beef hash. It's been a beloved breakfast dish for many years. Made of a mixture of corned beef, potatoes, and onions, it was a hearty and satisfying meal. Its roots can be traced back to World War II, when it became a popular way to use leftover meat. Easy to prepare and full of flavor, corned beef hash quickly became a breakfast favorite in many homes. It was often served with eggs and made it a complete and filling meal. Over time, as tastes evolved and healthier options became more popular, corned beef hash began to fade from the breakfast menu. Concerns about processed meats and a shift towards fresher ingredients had contributed to its decline. Today, it's more of a nostalgic dish than a breakfast staple. Jiffy Pop Pancakes. These pancakes were introduced as a quick and easy way to enjoy a beloved breakfast treat. Known for their convenience, the mixture required only the addition of water to create fluffy pancakes in minutes. This product appeals to busy families looking for a hassle-free breakfast solution, and the simple preparation process and delicious results made Jiffy Pop Pancakes a staple in many households. Their popularity soared during the mid-20th century as more people sought quick meal options that didn't sacrifice taste. Despite their initial success, Jiffy Pop Pancakes eventually fell out of favor. As consumers began prioritizing healthier and whole food ingredients, prepackaged mixes lost their appeal. Additionally, the rise of homemade and artisanal pancake recipes contributed to the decline of this once popular breakfast choice. Stay with us, as the last item on our list is the amazing breakfast surprise.
What's the squirt eating?
His fruit cocktail.
His?
Fruit cocktail in heavy syrup. It was a popular breakfast and dessert option, especially in the mid-20th century. This canned mixture of fruits, including peaches, pears, pineapples, grapes, and cherries, was a staple in many households, and its convenience and long shelf life made it a favorite for busy families. The syrup added a sweet and indulgent touch that appealed to both children and adults. Often served with breakfast or as a quick dessert, fruit cocktails and heavy syrup represented the convenience culture of its time. As health consciousness grew, a high sugar content in the syrup became a concern, and consumers began to favor fresh fruit over canned options. The shift towards healthier eating habits led to the decline of fruit cocktails and heavy syrup, making it a nostalgic memory for many. Fruit cocktail added sweetness to breakfast, but our next classic turned eggs into a fun and crispy dish.
Now you take a piece of bread like this, then you look through it like this, and you wink. And?
Eggs in a nest. Also known as toad in a hole or egg in a hole, it was a breakfast classic. The simple dish involved cutting a hole in a slice of bread, frying the bread, and cracking an egg into the hole. The combination of crispy toast and perfectly cooked egg had made it a beloved breakfast option. It was easy to make, required minimal ingredients, and was fun for children to help prepare. Its popularity spanned generations, becoming a nostalgic favorite for many. As breakfast options diversified and became more elaborate, simple dishes like eggs in a nest began to fade. The rise of fast food breakfast and ready-made meals had contributed to its decline, and today, it's more of a nostalgic recipe than a regular breakfast item.
Pop-Tarts, you can eat them hot or cold, eat them a la mode, the jam-packed
Pop-Tarts. These were introduced by Kellogg's in 1964 and quickly became a breakfast sensation. The toaster pastries were full of various sweet fillings and often topped with frosting, and their convenience made them a hit amongst busy families and children looking for a quick and tasty breakfast. Pop-Tarts became an iconic part of American pop culture, known for their sugary flavors and catchy advertising, and the variety of flavors and the ability to enjoy them hot or cold also added to the widespread appeal. Regardless of their enduring popularity, concerns over high sugar content and artificial ingredients led some consumers to seek more healthy breakfast options. The shift towards more nutritious meals impacted the dominance of Pop-Tarts in the breakfast market, though they do still hold a place in many nostalgic hearts. Up next, a revolutionized breakfast with simple flakes.
Nothing gets you growing in the morning like the crisp corn taste of Kellogg's Corn Flakes.
Kellogg's Corn Flakes. Introduced in 1894 and revolutionizing breakfast, it was created by Dr. John Harvey Kellogg, a simple and crunchy cereal that quickly became a household staple. Marketed as a healthy, ready-to-eat breakfast option, Corn Flakes were a hit amongst families who were looking for a quick and nutritious start to their day. Its mild flavor and versatility made it a favorite across generations, often enjoyed with milk and a sprinkle of sugar or fruit. Despite its long-standing popularity, Corn Flakes faced a decline as breakfast preferences shifted. The rise in more flavorful and varied cereals, along with a growing interest in whole grains and less processed foods, had led to a decrease in their consumption. Corn Flakes now hold a nostalgic place in breakfast history. Enjoying the trip of amazing past breakfasts? Wait until you hear about our last entry. It's a mid-20th century popular breakfast dish.
Cream of wheat hot cereal or instant mix and eat.
Cream of wheat. This was introduced in 1893 and quickly became a beloved breakfast option. The warm and comforting cereal made from ground wheat was known for its smooth texture and mild flavor. Often prepared with milk and sweetened with sugar or honey, it was a staple in many households, especially during the colder months. Cream of wheat was praised for its nutritional value and ease of preparation, making it a favorite amongst both children and adults seeking a hearty start to their day. As breakfast trends evolved, the popularity of cream of wheat declined, and the rise of quicker, more convenient breakfast options, along with a shift towards whole grains and more textured cereals, contributed to its decreased presence on the breakfast table. Today, it's more of a nostalgic choice for many.
An Eggo chocolate chip waffles, a warm chocolatey part of this good breakfast.
Eggo Waffles. It was introduced by Kellogg's in 1953 and became a breakfast sensation. These frozen waffles offered convenience and a delicious taste, making them a popular choice for busy mornings. With a catchy slogan, "Lego my Eggo," they quickly became a household name. Eggo waffles could be popped into the toaster and ready in minutes, enjoyed with syrup, butter, or even plain. Their crispy texture and sweet flavor made them a favorite amongst kids and adults alike. Over time, the trend towards healthier and more natural breakfast options led to a decline in Eggo Waffles' popularity, and concerns about processed foods and a preference for homemade or artisanal breakfast items contributed to their reduced presence in the kitchen. Despite it all, they remain a nostalgic favorite for many today. Now let's talk about a quick caffeine fix.
Coffee that's good to the very last drop is right in this jar with the stars on top.
Maxwell House Instant Coffee. It was a groundbreaking product when introduced. Known for its slogan, "Good to the last drop," it quickly became a popular choice for those who were seeking a quick caffeine fix. Its convenience and rich flavor made it a staple in many homes and workplaces. Instant coffee had revolutionized the way that people enjoyed their morning brew, offering a quick and easy solution for busy mornings without sacrificing taste. The decline of Maxwell House Instant Coffee began as coffee culture evolved, and consumers started seeking out higher quality and more artisanal brews. The rise of coffee shops and specialty coffee brands had contributed to its waning popularity, and today, instant coffee is often seen as less desirable compared to many freshly brewed options.
The day after Easter breakfast, and that is for a dish called creamed eggs.
Creamed eggs on toast. This was a comforting and filling breakfast dish made by combining hard-boiled eggs with a creamy white sauce and serving it over toast. It provided a rich and hearty start to the day. This dish was especially popular in the early to mid-20th century, often enjoyed as a simple and yet satisfying meal. Its ease of preparation and use of basic ingredients made it a go-to for many families, particularly during times when more extravagant meals were not feasible. The popularity of creamed eggs on toast declined as breakfast options diversified and tastes would evolve. and the rise of lighter and more modern breakfast foods and the shift towards quicker meals contributed to its disappearance from many tables. Today, it's more of a nostalgic memory for those who had grown up with it. Our next item brought a sweet maple twist to the morning.
Maypo, the delectable oatmeal that heroes cry for. It comes in flavors.
Maypo Instant Maple Oatmeal. It was introduced in the 1950s, quickly becoming a breakfast favorite. Known for its distinctive maple flavor, it offered a sweet and hearty start to the day. The convenience of instant preparation made it popular amongst busy families, and its catchy slogan, "I want my Maypo," resonated with children, making it into a household name.
I want my Maypo.
Ray Nitsky.
I want my Maypo.
The oatmeal provided a warm and comforting breakfast that was both quick and easy to prepare, cementing its place in many kitchens. As breakfast preferences shifted towards healthier and more natural options, Maypo's popularity declined. The rise of whole grain and less processed cereals, along with growing concerns about sugar content, led to a decrease in its consumption. Today, it's more of a nostalgic choice for breakfast enthusiasts.
Space food sticks. To meet the demands of a long space flight.
Space food sticks. These were introduced in the 1960s as part of NASA's space program. These snack sticks were designed to provide astronauts with a convenient and nutritious food option during their missions. The compact and easy-to-eat format made them ideal for space travel. On Earth, they captured the public's imagination, offering a taste of what astronauts ate. Marketed as a healthy and energy-boosting snack, space food sticks became popular among children and adults alike, blending novelty with nutrition. Despite their initial popularity, space food sticks eventually faded from the market. As snack options expanded and consumer preferences shifted, they were overshadowed by newer products. The novelty wore off and the sticks became a relic of a bygone era, remembered fondly by those who had grown up with them. Space food sticks were out of this world, but our next cereal promised a royal breakfast.
King Vitamin, have breakfast with the King Vitamin.
King Vitamin Cereal. This was introduced in the 1960s by Quaker Oats and marketed as a vitamin-fortified breakfast option. It featured a whimsical king character on the box, appealing to children and parents alike. The cereal was known for its crunchy texture and slightly sweet flavor and made it a hit in many households. Its promise of added vitamins had aimed to provide a healthier beginning to the day, distinguishing it from other sugary cereals on the market. Over time, the cereal faced competition from a growing variety of breakfast options, changes in consumer preferences, and an increased focus on more natural and less processed foods had contributed to its decline. King Vitamin Cereal gradually disappeared from store shelves, becoming a nostalgic memory for all of those who enjoyed it.
Part of a complete breakfast.
Honeycomb Cereal. It was launched by Post in 1965, quickly becoming a favorite amongst children. Known for its large hexagon-shaped pieces, it offered a unique and fun eating experience. The cereal had a distinctive honey flavor that was both sweet and satisfying, making it a popular breakfast choice. Honeycomb's advertising campaigns, featuring the memorable Honeycomb Kid and its catchy jingles, had helped to cement its place in many households, and its crunchy texture and appealing taste made it a beloved cereal for decades. Even though it had early success, Honeycomb Cereal faced declining popularity as consumers turned towards more health-conscious breakfast options. The increased scrutiny of sugar content and the processed foods led to a shift in preference, contributing to its reduced presence in the market. And today, it remains a nostalgic favorite for many. Now it's time to talk about our last breakfast item on the list.
This is how I prepared my grapefruit for breakfast.
Grilled grapefruit with maraschino cherries. This was a popular breakfast dish in the mid-20th century. The simple yet elegant dish involved having a grapefruit, sprinkling it with sugar, and broiling it until caramelized. The final touch would be a bright red maraschino cherry placed in the center. The combination of the tangy grapefruit, the sweet sugar, and the cherry made it all a delightful and visually appealing breakfast option. It was often served at brunches and special occasions, making it a nostalgic favorite for many. As breakfast trends evolved and convenience foods became more popular, This dish fell out of favor, and the rise of faster and less labor-intensive breakfast options contributed to its decline. Today, grilled grapefruit with maraschino cherries is a rare sight, remembered fondly by all of those who enjoyed it. These breakfasts were once staples in many homes, evoking fond memories of more simple times. If you enjoyed the nostalgic trip, please like and subscribe for more content that brings back the good old days. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.